What's up, KGS Headmaster here, and welcome to Finale Friday on this week's theme of sci-fi. The weird, the wonderful, the out there in the multitudinous universe. One strange thing, no achievements today. Now that's not down to you guys. I know that's nothing. That's down to the kind of whole sci-fi thing, one of those strange occurrences. I know you're all working hard, and I'm sure we'll have lots more accommodations and achievements next week. It's a Friday thing. Everyone have Friday off. Go on, enjoy yourselves. Well, except doing your work, obviously, and it being phone-free Friday. But you can't really do that because you're going to be on a laptop or a device. Anyway, it's sci-fi. Everything goes out the window, right? Some things that haven't gone out the window. Birthday shout-outs. So Dylan in the 4th year, Rosie in the lower 6, and Tom in the upper 6. Tom, one of the school vice captains. But Dylan, Rosie, Tom, many happy returns to all three of you. Have a wonderful birthday today. Have a lovely time with your family. Just wonderful birthday despite lockdown. Hope you get to touch base with your friends and get some great kind of presents on your big birthday, especially Tom's big 1-8. As ever, it's your birthday. I hope it brings everything to your heart's desire. Have a great day, guys. What are we going to do with sci-fi? You can't really bring things to an absolute climax, right? I mean, even the greatest sci-fi movies leave you hanging. Is there going to be another one? Is the villain going to make a comeback? Is this going to twist? Is this going to turn? How's it going to go? I'm going to try and round off a few things for where we are right now. Let's start with who is the greatest Doctor, as in Doctor Who. There's been a number. I think there's been about 15 so far. We've got a classic in the making in the current one, but I'm not going to go there just at the moment because I think we've still got a little bit of time to run before we make pass judgment on the current Doctor. So just looking back, is it going to be David Tennant? Is it going to be Tom Baker, he of the scarf that I mentioned yesterday? Is it going to be Patrick Troughton, who's not had a mention yet? John Pertwee, who you might recognise if you ever watch Words Will Come as well. Who knows? Or is it going to be Christopher Eccleston? So there's a couple of new ones, a couple of old ones. Well, a couple. There's 3 new ones, 3 old ones. But you know my favourite. It's David Tennant, by a very small margin from Matt Smith, who I didn't think was going to be brilliant, and he was brilliant. But David Tennant just nabs it for me. But they're all great, and as I say, we've got another great one in the making right now. Who's the best captain of Star Trek? Now, some people only know 2. They only know James T. Kirk and Jean-Luc Picard. But there have been a lot more than that. I think there's been about a dozen. But some of them are the same ones, just in different series. So different actors, different time periods. Here are my top 6 again. Obviously, Captain Catherine Janeway, I think is amazing. I think she's brilliant. Jean-Luc Picard, I mentioned. Benjamin Sisko, another great captain. We've got Philippa Georgiou. She's appeared at least twice. We've got James T. Kirk, the man himself. And Christopher Pike, who's also appeared twice. I'm going to go for the classic, my favourite from childhood. I'm going to go James T. Kirk. Closely followed in second place by a tie between Jean-Luc Picard and Catherine Janeway. I think they're my kind of top 3. Did I give 3 for the Doctor Who's? I think I'll just stick with the 2. I think I'll go David Tennant, Matt Smith, and then leave the 3rd one up to you. Or is it someone else? Is there someone else you prefer? You're going to go with Jodie. You're going to say, no, the current one's the best, whatever happens. So I'd swallow that entirely. What about your favourite Star Trek captain? What about your favourite other characters from Star Trek? I've talked about best movies. I've talked about top tracks. I've talked about some of the villains, but who's the best and the baddest villain? Here's the top 6 villains, baddies, aliens, call them what you will. Is it going to be the Daleks, the infamous Doctor Who? I went for them over the Cyborgs, or the Cybermen rather, sorry. But I went for the Daleks. I think real fans, aficionados, would say the Cyborgs number 1, but I think everyone knows the Daleks, so I've put them in there. Is it going to be the Borg Queen, who is one of the archetypal villains? Could almost be in a Bond movie for the Trekkie fans. Is it Darth Vader for all the Star Wars fans out there? He is the ultimate villain, one of those recognisable. No, there are people that are worse than Darth Vader. He's got Darth some redemption even at the end, but he's the most infamous villain from the Star Wars movies. Is it going to be Agent Smith from The Matrix? Something I haven't thrown in to date. So there's a brand new one for you. Is it going to be the Terminator or the Predator? Both ultimately defeated or played by or kind of switching around with Arnie mode. So I'm going to go because I think he is the most archetypal, well-recognised villain across the world, and there's a bit of redemption in there. I'm going to go Darth Vader. He's going to be my number 1. I think in terms of villainy, but in terms of that moment of redemption, I think it's a great backstory as well when it gets pulled together. Let's go Darth Vader. disagree with me, please. I mean, who else have you got up there? A lot of you are going to go for the Emperor, right? You're going to say, right, if he's a villain, the Emperor's worse, so we're going to put him in there. Okay, fair enough. Let's go some quotes just to finish off. I'm going to scroll up. I've got some quotes because I've got more than one. I've got 2 or 3 kind of quite good ones, and I've got one to finish on. Here we go. We haven't mentioned Isaac Asimov, the man who kind of wrote amazing sci-fi books. There's a couple of authors I'm just slipping in here just to kind of bring them to life because I kind of missed them out on Wednesday. I think, was he iRobot, Isaac Asimov? Pretty sure he was. And he said, I do not fear computers, I fear the lack of them. And in this day and age of remote learning, what a premonition that is. He doesn't fear computers, but the lack of them. H.G. Wells, we all know H.G. Wells, Time Machine. The path of least resistance is the path of the loser. Don't take the path of least resistance because it will be the path of the, you know it. Okay, H.G. Wells said it. There we go. And Philip K. Dick, he of The Man in the High Castle fame, as well as some brilliant sci-fi novels. He says, if you think this universe is bad, you should see some of the others. So just when things are bad, just think how much worse they could be if you were out there in some of these kind of sci-fi universal experiences. But my proper quote for today is going to come from Jules Verne. I'm going to go old school from his film The Journey to the Centre of the Earth, in which he said, science is made up of mistakes. Or rather he says, science, my lad, or my boy, is made up of mistakes. But they are mistakes which it is useful to make because little by little they lead to the truth. One of the great bits about sci-fi is that there is some science in there. This is science fiction. We often learn about science fact. The two often collide. Keep learning, keep trying, keep making those mistakes, keep heading towards the truth. We know there are some right answers out there, and we know what they look like. Keep working well, keep being happy, keep looking after yourselves, your family, and being kind to your friends. Missing you all as ever. Looking forward to seeing you at the quiz tonight, 4 p.m. for Sci-Fi Quiz. If not, I'll see you Monday. Headmaster out.